The Lakeview Country Club's grand ballroom was transformed into an elegant celebration space, with twinkling lights strung across the ceiling like stars and champagne glasses catching their glow. Stacy paused at the entrance, smoothing down her navy cocktail dress and taking a steadying breath. After a morning spent at the ice rink, she'd barely had time to shower, blow dry her hair, and apply the minimal makeup that was her concession to formal events. Hockey was her comfort zone. Social gatherings like this, where people mingled without the buffer of sports talk or the safety of uniforms, were an entirely different challenge.
Hey, there she is.
A familiar voice called from across the room. Stacy looked up to see her brother Junior waving enthusiastically, his other arm wrapped around his fiancée, Erin. Junior, legally Jack Carter Jr., named after their father, looked every inch the successful financial analyst in his tailored suit. Despite having the same chestnut hair and blue eyes as Stacy, he carried himself with a polished ease that came from navigating boardrooms rather than locker rooms. At 28, he was 2 years her senior and had always been her fiercest defender and biggest supporter, even when they'd followed vastly different paths. Stacy made her way through the crowd, accepting a glass of champagne from a passing server before reaching the happy couple.
You're late,
Junior said, pulling her into a one-armed hug.
I was starting to think Team USA called it an emergency practice.
And miss my big brother's engagement party? Never.
Stacy replied with a grin, turning to embrace Erin.
The venue looks amazing. You guys did a fantastic job.
Erin beamed. With her honey blonde hair styled in elegant waves and wearing a blush-colored dress that complemented her fair skin, she looked radiant.
Thanks, Stacy. I'm just glad that you could make it with your training schedule. Junior's been talking about nothing but the Universal team for weeks.
Oh, is that so?
Only because I know that you're bringing home gold this time. Silver was just a warm-up, right?
Stacy forced a smile, trying not to let the familiar pressure resurface. Even in well-meaning comments from family, she couldn't escape the expectation of redemption, the weight of that silver medal that sometimes felt heavier than gold would have.